I'll start off my sermon with a quote from the Bible.
Hey!
John chapter 3 verse 20. John chapter 3 verse 20.
SportyFM.
Everyone who does evil hates the light and will not come into the light for fear that their deeds will be exposed. John chapter 3 verse 20. Everyone who does evil hates the light and will not come into the light for fear that their deeds will be exposed. Nathan, give me a problem. I remember when His Excellency the President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, took office, in his first State of the Nation address, he gave certain directives with regards to making sure there's transparency around the handling of our national teams, especially the Black Stars. Okay.
This is
He called on the sports minister to make sure that whatever we needed to know with regards to affairs concerning the Black Stars and their expenditures should be made public. True or false?
True.
Let's refresh our minds.
Okay. So this is the president of the land.
Thank you very much.
The first gentleman of the republic, John Mahama, speaking about Black Stars budget and the need for accountability.
Next month, the senior national team, the Black Stars, which is now a pale shadow of its former glory, will play 2 World Cup qualifying matches. I've instructed my office and the Minister for Sports and Recreation to hold the Ghana Football Association accountable to the people of Ghana as we prepare for these games, especially regarding the budget of the FA. There will be no secrecy in how much the government spends on the national teams. The budgets presented by the FA and other sports associations must be known by the public. After all, it is the taxpayers' funds that are used to fund these activities. The reduction in government expenditure and waste reduction applies to all sectors of the economy, including the Ministry of Sports and Recreation.
Upness.
So
Much, Nathan.
So that was
Nathan, you heard the president. The president said what? There shall be no secrecy.
yes.
And of course, the taxpayers' funds would have to be properly accounted for. True or false?
Yes, that is true.
Those were the words of His Excellency the President.
Yeah.
The President of the Republic. The man who contested an election and had the opportunity to be voted for by a voter population of close to 18 million. Eventually, some 11 million and change plus voted. And he received majority of the votes, 6 million plus, and assumed the full mandate of the presidency of this nation.
Yeah.
So this is the president who was voted for by the good people of Ghana, with a clear mandate to protect the public purse. True or false?
True.
Let us listen to the response from one person who was voted for by 124 people to steer the affairs of football people. Let's listen to the president of the Ghana Football Association and on what he thinks about this directive from the president.
Okay, so you are talking about the GFA president, Mr. Keto Kriku. So this is what he said in an interview yesterday.
The GFA president who was appointed or elected by 124 people to protect their public purse, their purse, football people purse.
Yes.
Let's listen to him.
No problem.
You're okay?
I don't have a problem at all. But I ask myself one question.
Yeah.
Why are we not asking every sector of the economy, every unit of the economy to make their budgets public? Why? And why Black Stars? Why? Why do we create confusion when there's no need for confusion? Why are we not asking Asase Radio to make their budget public?
It's a private entity.
Yes, but DFA is a private entity.
Well,
Okay.
supported
Yes. Yes.
funded and supported.
Yes.
But the GFA, but the Black Stars.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Why are we not asking every sector of our Ghanaian public life to make their budgets public?
Okay.
Why?
Okay.
I mean, we dwell and waste our time sometimes on things which are which are needless. Okay, I mean, why do we place a lot of premium on when the real issues do exist? I don't have any problem. I mean, the president of the country have already given a directive.
Yeah.
The minister of the sector has carried the directive, and he will continue to carry the directive. That's it.
Have you had cause to speak to him about it? Your feelings about it?
I have no problem at all. Every line must go public. Because the point is, I only advise. I don't approve the budget. I don't disperse the budget. I don't take receipts for the budget.
So Ray, that's the
Nathan,
GFA president.
Today, people feel that it is needless. It's a needless venture for us to be concerned about issues concerning the Black Stars budget.
Okay.
It's a needless enterprise. That is our response to the president. That is the response from a president who was voted for by 124 people to the president who has sworn an oath to protect the public purse and to serve the good people of Ghana. The 35 million Ghanaians look up to the president. And people are telling us that, look, the president's call that there should be no secrecy surrounding Black Stars budget and Black Stars monetary issues. Because, of course, after all, it's the taxpayers' money. They need to know. But people are telling us that, look, it is a needless venture. It is not important. There are other important matters to be dealt to deal with. They are not telling us that why hasn't every institution in this country made their budget public? You see, Nathan? And that is where the fallacy ad ignorantium comes in.
What is that one?
Nathan, do you know?
Explain the
Nathan,
phrase
wait,
to us.
I'll give you. Do you know
Yes.
that when the roads ministry want to spend on what we call consumption in quotes, they give us figures. So they want to construct roads, big push. Do we know the figures of the roads?
Yes.
Do we know that?
Yes.
When institutions want to do procurements, whether it is in the interest of the state or it is the interest of an individual, they make sure they disclose those figures.
Yeah,
the health ministry does that.
That's true.
Okay?
You find a lot of those figures in like the various news
Very
reports
well.
and things, yes.
And it is the same way when the sports ministry has to disburse funds to take care of the Black Stars and any monetary issue. Whoever brings the estimates
SportyFM.
would have to justify why ABCD is on that budget is in that estimate. If it is approved, it is incumbent on the sports ministry to make sure those figures are out for everybody to know exactly how much we are spending on our national team.
Yeah.
True or false?
That's true.
So why that question? You see, Nathan, all these years, we've sat down and not known the details of the estimates presented to the sports ministry. Same forwarded to the Jubilee House. Same sent to the finance ministry for approval, for payment. All of these things have been shrouded in secrecy all these years. All sorts of explanations have been given. Oh, when you release the budget, it will distract the players. The players will have to focus on the game. Budget issues. Nathan, why would they distract anybody? Match day 7, match day 8, when Honorable Kofi Adams released the budget, we heard all sorts of stories. But Nathan, thanks to transparency,
This is SportyFM.
we got to know the estimates the FA sent to the sports ministry. Thanks to the minister making sure he obeyed the president's directive, and thanks to the minister making sure we get value for money as a nation in terms of how much we spend on our national team, we got to know that, oh, indeed, there was a line item that took care of the team bus.
Yeah.
Anytime the Black Stars were in town, the team bus had to buy fuel for close to $5,000 to fuel the team bus. 5,000, thanks to revelations from the sports ministry, we got to know that the FA actually had an expenditure line item of $5,000 for bus, fuel for bus. Ah, Nathan, the Black Stars, what kind of bus do they drive? What kind of engine is in it? So $5,000, let's go. Alisa to Accra Sports Stadium back to airport. $5,000, is that what you are telling us? Again, in that same budget line item, we got to know that this FA presented an estimate that took care of bonuses of team doctors, team physios, team masseurs, video analysts, coordinators and administrators, team managers, media personnel, cameramen, and all of these people were entitled to $8,000 per game as winning bonus. That was what we found out. To the extent that the minister had to slash it to 4,000. Okay? Thanks to transparency, we got to know. Again, thanks to that document, we again got to know that the FA sent an estimate of $60,000 for 6 management committee members. Each of them was going to take $10,000 as winning bonus. Nathan, if that were your personal funds, would you spend it like that? And these are the things they don't want us to know. And these are the things they are not happy about. Look, thanks to this document, we know that when the Black Stars come to camp for 10 days, they are paid per diem for 14 days, officials and team members. They are paid for 14 days per diem. Thanks to that document, we saw all of this. Okay? Again, thanks to that document, we knew that there were incidentals of $60,000. For what? All of these things, the minister found a way to cut out, just to make sure the public purse is protected. Nathan, who should even be excited that we want to shine light on their activities just for Ghanaians to appreciate the work they do? Okay? Who should appreciate this effort from the minister and this directive from the president more? All these years, there has been the perception around the Ghana Football Association that Sikedie, it is the Black Stars is their cash cow. That has been the perception.
Yeah, that's true.
Why wouldn't you be excited that now, whatever transaction you want to do with the sports ministry, or whatever business you have doing with the Black Stars, whatever you need to take care of them, it's in the public domain. Everybody now understands. It is thanks to this same budget that we know that charter flight takes a huge chunk of the budget. Nathan, charter flight, just to make sure the Stars travel quickly, come back quickly to play the rest of the games. We know that charter flight takes a huge chunk of the money.
Yeah.
We know, again, thanks to the revelation that accommodation also takes a huge chunk of the money. All of these things now we know. So to a certain extent, Ghanaians understand some of the figures they hear.
Yeah, that's true.
Shouldn't you, the FA, be excited about this?
I think they should be.
And then you are telling us it is needless?
This is SportyFM.
The GFA president thinks it is needless. Nathan, let me hear the GFA president again. Let's hear the GFA president again.
Okay, let me give you that one.
No problem.
You okay?
I don't have a problem at all. But I ask myself one question.
Yeah.
Why are we not asking every sector of the economy, every unit of the economy to make their budgets public? Why? And why Black Stars? Why? Why do we create confusion when there's no need for confusion? Why are we not asking Asase Radio to make their budget public?
It's a private entity.
Yes, but DFA is a private entity.
Well,
Okay.
supported.
Yes.
Funded and supported.
Yes.
The
Why?
GFA,
I'm
the
saying.
Black Stars.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Why are we not asking every sector of our Ghanaian public life to make their budgets public?
Okay.
Why?
Okay.
I mean, we dwell and waste our time sometimes on things which are needless. Okay, I mean, why do we place a lot of premium on when the real issues do exist? I don't have any problem. I mean, the president of the country have already given a directive.
Yeah.
The minister of the sector has carried the directive, and he will continue to carry the directive. That's it.
Have you had cause to speak to him about it? Your feelings about it?
I have no problem at all. Every line must go public. Because the point is, I only advise. I don't I don't approve the budget. I don't disperse the budget. I don't take receipts for the budget.
So that was the GFA president.
So you see, Nathan, it is true.
Again.
The FA is a public entity. It's a private entity. It is true.
It's
it is true.
registered
It is registered as a private entity.
Yeah. And just on that note, who was it? I think Immortal. I think Immortal was explaining something about FAs. Was it you? FAs and how they are
Yeah, it was Immortal.
registered in their respective countries.
Yeah.
I think FIFA. No, I think they are all registered as private entities. I think it's
Yes,
a directive from
it's
FIFA.
registered.
So they are all
Yeah.
registered.
They're registered
as private
entities. And
entities.
the owners are the football people.
Yes.
The clubs.
Yes, and they
Division
are all,
one, Division two, all of them.
And those
They have-
those entities are subservient to the company laws.
Absolutely.
So Ghana's company
of
laws
the country.
will
Yes.
apply to the GFA.
Yeah, I think I gave you the explanation.
You give me that
Yeah.
explanation. Yes.
So Nathan, at this point, the FA hold our national teams in trust for
Yes.
us.
Very good.
And whatever estimates they put on paper as money they want to spend to discharge that duty is money that the state would have to cough out.
Yes.
And so the state would demand accountability. The state would demand value for money.
Very good.
Because at the end of the day, it is you and I, including them, their taxpayers' funds, that will be used to take care of these expenses.
Yeah.
Nathan, why should transparency be an issue? Why should accountability be an issue? If the FA have their own money to run the Black Stars, to take care of the Black Stars, oh, of course, they can mention all these things in it.
And I'm happy you've mentioned it because there's always this confusion around the FA. Some people say that government gives them money for operations. Government does not give the FA money for its day to day.
No.
The only money government gives, if it's not even to the FA, is national team money.
Yes.
That the
Expenses.
FA draws the budget. The government looks at the budget.
Yes.
We like it. No, we don't like it. We go back and forth. We settle. The money comes from government.
Yes.
So when it comes to national team money, government can ask questions, but government cannot go and ask the GFA, how much are you paying your workers? It is not government money.
It's not
I'm
government
happy we've
money.
made that clear.
You see, Nathan, what the FA don't want the good people of Ghana to know is the estimates they sent.
Why? Why do you say so?
Oh, that is what I'm telling you. Because they have to justify to the good people of Ghana
Yeah.
why the bus for the national team would consume $5,000 worth of fuel for 5 days. Okay, they have to justify that. They have to justify why management committee members should receive 10,000 bonus when the team wins per game,
Yeah.
making it $60,000 for the 6 of them. They have to justify it. They don't want us to know. And that is why all these years, and let me shock you. Do you know when we played our qualifiers? From match day 1 to match day 4, every estimate that was sent to the sports ministry, same forwarded to Jubilee House, same was approved
Okay.
without any questions.
Okay.
That is what they like. Did you ever see those budgets reviewed anyway?
No.
Very good. That is what they like. But when Honorable Kofi Adams came in, from match day 5 to match day 10, we realized that every budget was put under the microscope, properly scrutinized. And that was when we realized that 60,000 was yanked off. That $5,000 for bus was yanked off. That $8,000 that team officials, Mazua, media people, cameramen, that $8,000 winning bonus per game.
But
all of those ones
Ray,
were half.
I thought the FA said that the fuel money was not only for the Black Stars.
Nathan, we've not seen. Look,
It was
ever
for
since
the
the
other
minister
national teams.
released that statement, released the budget,
Yes.
the FA immediately threatened to come out with their side of the story.
I remember.
Till date, have you seen the FA release
I
anything?
remember. But the FA did say that. Hold on. But the FA said that the fuel money wasn't only for the Black.
Where did they explain that one? Where did they explain it?
They
I'm interested. Where did they explain that matter? You see, Nathan, we must understand that.
But I do remember the FA saying that they were going to give their
Nathan,
side of the
the
story.
line item, they said they were going to give their side of the story. We never heard the FA side of the story. As if to say the minister was peddling falsehood. But these were estimates they sent to the minister. And the minister revealed same with all these figures. And all through the qualifiers, they consistently sent the budgets, the estimates that require the minister's intervention. All through the qualifiers. And we are saying that, look, If they think that it is needless, it is not their money. It is not the FA's money. This is state funds.
Of course.
And so there's accountability that must be done. We must get value for money. Nathan, all these things, imagine, all these things went under the radar. At whose expense? At whose cost? Okay? So the FA rather should be excited that some of these things are coming out. So that the perception that they take our money goes away. Now, we are going to the World Cup. There's a budget of some $13 million, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
For pre, during, and post World Cup. I am hoping that once approval comes, the Honorable Sports Minister Kofi Adams will release that budget as well. He will release that estimate for us to know exactly what we are spending that $13 million on at the World Cup. And again, the pre-tournament preparation, Honorable Kofi Adams should be interested in what is in that Austria and Germany game. How much are we spending as a nation on that friendly game between Austria and then second against Germany? How much are we going to spend? If Austria or Germany would have to make any commitments, any financial commitments, how much is it? All those disclosures must be made before we go and play those games. Honorable Kofi Adams, we want you to do this for us. You see, in the interest of transparency, if Germany is paying us to play them, we must know how much Germany is paying. If Austria is paying us to play them, we must know how much they are paying. All of these things must not be shrouded in secrecy again. And Nathan, the stories I heard from the Unity Cup, the Unity Cup, the stories I heard, and the demands people were making behind the scenes. Jesus Christ. And I'm saying that it will not be business as usual anymore. We will not go to World Cup and come back for people to come and be telling us coefficient and how monies were shared here and there. We will not go to World Cup and come back and people will come and tell us they received $100,000. They were asked to bring parts back and they refused. No way. It's not going to happen. And so those who think that after receiving the mandate of 124 people, they can look into the face of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and call his directive needless. Needless. The president has said their response. His Excellency the President has said their response. The sports minister has said their response. And we will make sure that we hold them to the fire. We'll keep their feet to the fire to disclose every single expenditure surrounding anything Black Stars or anything national team in this country.
But why is it that we haven't heard anything concerning the friendlies we played in Asia?
Of course.
Why haven't we?
Again.
We've not heard anything
Those disclosures must come.
concerning the Unity Cup as well.
Yes. So, and that is why I'm calling on the Honorable Sports Minister to make sure there's full disclosure on all of these ones. Look, today, if Ghana decides not to participate in any FIFA organized competition, if Ghana decides to withdraw its flag or its name from any FIFA organized competition, the only thing that will be left for the FA will be their Ghana Premier League, their FA Cup, their women's football game.
And Division 1. And
The oxygen that they breathe at FIFA, if government decides today to take that oxygen off, they will not survive. And so, this relationship between government and the FA should know very well that Ghana is doing them a favor by keeping them in that job. The FA must know that Ghana is doing them a huge favor by keeping them in that job. And so, they must make sure the good people of Ghana are happy, are satisfied, and are comfortable with what they put on paper.
Immortal says that the football people, they'll still sell players and make money.
Oh, fine. If that is all they want, if that is all that they can survive on, fine, so be it.
If I don't have money.
Okay, look, today, Russia has been banned, true or false?
Yes.
The Russian Football Union, all they do is their league. True or false?
And behind closed doors friendlies.
And behind closed doors friendlies. That is what they are left with. You see,
playing Bhutan.
that is how powerful the flag and the name is.
Yeah.
So the FA cannot be there and behave as if they are an island on their own. The day government decides to take that coat off, there will be no oxygen for them to breathe. Okay? And so they must do right by the good people of Ghana. I'll end my sermon with another quote from the Bible.
Which scripture is this?
Luke chapter 8 verse 17. For there is nothing hidden that will not be disclosed,
SportyFM, the voice of sport.
and nothing concealed that will not be known or brought out into the open.
Okay. Luke 8:17.
Luke 8:17 and later. You know, spiritual matters I'm on top.
For there's nothing
Nothing hidden that will not be disclosed,
Okay.
and nothing concealed that will not be known or brought into the open. This message will go to the FA. From now on, every line item we will know. Any money that will go anywhere we will know. Nathan, you tell me that a cameraman will earn $8,000 per game if the team wins. $8,000. So if you win 2 games during that window, the cameraman back $16,000.
Okay.
If it is your money, that is value for money.
SportyFM.
You are telling me the Black Stars team bus now runs on aviation fuel.
But they said that it wasn't the bus is not only meant for the Black
$5,000
Stars. It's not only meant for the Black Stars.
fuel for bus. That was the line item. Look, and Nathan, you see,
But the bus, okay.
look, the FA cannot deny sending estimates to the sports ministry.
No, as for
We
that,
have seen documents.
Ray, as for that, I
I've
don't
seen
think that,
documents from the FA
Ray, I don't think that the FA can ever
with the General
deny-
Secretary Prosper Arisinado forwarding estimates to the sports ministry.
And I'm saying that I don't think the FA can ever deny that they haven't sent.
You see, the sports ministry doesn't generate the estimates. Okay? They don't generate those estimates. What they have to do and what they have done under the leadership of Honorable Kofi Adams is to make sure questions are asked
SportyFM.
for us to get proper value for money.
Yeah.
And anybody who wants to stand in the way of transparency will not have peace in this town. Anybody who wants to stand in the way of transparency or feels this exercise is needless will make sure the person doesn't have peace in this town. I rest my case.